I love talking to you, Lord, singing to you, reading your word back to you. I just love spending time and talking and just listening to what you have to say to me, Lord. Psalm 139. Lord, you have examined me and know all about me. You know when I sit down and when I get up. You know my thoughts before I even think them. You know where I go and where I lie down. You know everything I do. Lord, even before I say a word, you already know it. You're all around me, front and back, and have put your hand on me. Your knowledge is amazing to me. It is more than I can understand.
My child, I have examined you and know all about you. I know when you sit down and when you get up. I know your thoughts before you think them. I know where you go and where you lie down. I know everything you do. My child, even before you say a word, I already know it. I am all around you, in front and in back, and have put my hand on you. My knowledge is amazing to you. It is more than you can understand.
Ephesians 1:4. Just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Psalm 139:13. For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. Psalm 33. The Lord looks from heaven. He sees all the sons of men. From the place of his dwelling, he looks on all the inhabitants of the earth.
My dear child, I am your Almighty God, and I am your Father. I love you. I know your understanding of words such as Father and love are coloured by your experience, but my heart is not like that of any human father. My love transcends any other. You can't judge my love by human standards, no matter how good your experience of love. You see, my child, before the world was created, I knew you. I appreciate this is impossible for you to fully understand, but I don't dwell within the limitations of time. I am eternal. I am able to see the beginning and the ending of all things at any given moment. So, even before you were born, I knew you. From the moment of your conception, I have watched over you. I have seen your conflicts, turmoil, trauma even. I know your fears, your sins, inadequacy and insecurity. You have often wondered why I made you in such a way if I truly loved you. But I didn't make you like that. I made you to be like me. I knew I would draw you to this moment when I could speak to you heart to heart. I want to explain my love to you in such a way that you can experience that love and be set free from all the things that have made it difficult, impossible even, to reflect my love in your life. When you lose sight of my love for you, real problems arise. Sadly, some of my children do lose sight of the centrality of my love and become hard-hearted. I want you to enjoy your relationship with me, child. Then you will always respect me as your Creator, the Holy One, who is Almighty. Because I created you in love, I had to give you free will. This means you are able to hate as well as love, to be selfish and proud, if you wish. Everybody has been created with the ability to choose what to do and how to behave. You are no exception. Because you have free will, you have the ability to respond to my love. Many choose not to do so, but that doesn't stop me loving them and longing for them to be set free from the things that deny my love. I would like everyone to know and enjoy my love and express this in their relationships. My child, this is what I want for you.
Father, how I love you. Matthew 11. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Ephesians 2, verse 8. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. 1 John 4, verse 19. We love him because he first loved us.
I will always speak to you in human terms you can understand. I want to draw you close to me, child, as your father. I want to hold you in my arms. I won't force myself on you. There have been times when I wanted to enfold you in my love, but you pushed me away. So I've had to be patient, waiting for the time when you would be prepared to open yourself to me, when you would dare to trust me enough to let me love you. When you receive my love, you know my peace. Then you begin to experience the joy of being loved by me. Instead of feeling vulnerable now, you have a new security. You have feared what people would think if they knew you loved me. Such concerns don't matter. Your need of my love is much more important than other people's reactions. Wouldn't you agree? You have also been slow to believe the reality of my love for you. Many of your fears have been the result of your doubts. Trust me. I want to teach you how to rest in my love without thinking you have to do something to deserve it. This doesn't seem right to you, does it? But you cannot earn my love. You don't have to. I already love you. So, enjoy my love, because I love you. I enjoy you. Why do you find this difficult to believe? I want you to enjoy me. I want you to know times when you can rest in my love and enjoy me. To you, this seems like selfish indulgence. Yet this is the greatest need in your life. Don't you see that the more you allow yourself to rest in my love, the more able you are to take my love to others? Often the love you have given others has been frantic, not arresting, trusting love. You don't need to justify my love for you, and you don't have to be afraid to entrust yourself to me. You've already longed to know my love for you, haven't you? My child, as you learn to find time to rest in my love, so you will be able to take that rest into every other area of your life. In the midst of all your difficulties, you will be able to trust in me and know the love I have for you.
Jeremiah 31, verse 3. The Lord has appeared of old to me, saying, yes, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness, I have drawn you. Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ.
My love for you does not depend on your performance or achievements. I love you because I love you. I have called and chosen you. You have been afraid to come closer to me because of your sense of inadequacy. But I want you close to me. I like you. You have often thought it's my divine job to love you because I am God. But you have doubted that I really like you. You see so many things about yourself you don't like. Things you know are not my will for you. If you don't like yourself because of these things, you have concluded that I don't like you either. I haven't liked your sin, which is why you have felt uncomfortable when you grieved me. But I don't love you only when you are good. I don't love you only on your obedient days. I love you because I love you. And I like what I am doing in your life. I like to bring about changes which free you from the things you don't like about yourself. I like to see repentance which leads to forgiveness and a release from your guilt. I like it when you become less religious and more loving. I like you, my child. I really like you.
1 John 3:1. Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed on us, that we should be called children of God. Therefore the world does not know us, because it did not know him. 1 John 4, verse 16. We have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. Isaiah 49, verse 15. Can a woman forget her nursing child, and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Surely they may forget, yet I will not forget you, Lord. I will not forget you, Father.
Don't you realise, child, I love you more than you love yourself. I like you more than you like yourself. I am more patient with you than you are with yourself. What do you think I should do with you when you step out of line and disappoint me? What should I do when you deliberately avoid what I am saying and blind yourself to the truth? Should I punish you? Should I push you away from me because you no longer deserve my love? Do you think my love is only for good, perfect people who always obey me? If this was the case, I wouldn't have anyone left to love. Imagine a mother holding a young baby in her arms. Does she ask for her child to be perfect, mature, and obedient immediately? She knows the child will need training teaching and discipline. When he learns to walk, he will touch what he shouldn't touch and do what he shouldn't do. He will show little discernment as to what is right or wrong. But the mother doesn't reject her child, saying she cannot love such a disobedient failure. No, she draws the child closer, saying to herself, I will train him and love him and discipline him when necessary. He will grow up to be a fine boy, and she will defend him against any who criticize him. He is so precious to her. Hear my Father's heart beating as I tell you these things. Don't you see that this is how I regard you? I know you haven't reached perfection and maturity. You are still learning to walk in my ways and do what pleases me. You are like that small child. You are hurt by doing things you shouldn't, aren't you? This is the way you learn. It is in your own best interest to do what I say. My child, my love for you is not a passing or fleeting infatuation. I have committed myself to you, to love you, to be faithful and true to you through all phases of your growth and training. I have promised to bring you to maturity and to the fulfillment of my purposes. I will bring you to perfection, but I don't treat you as if you are already perfect.
Hebrews 12, verse 9 to 10. Furthermore, we have had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them instead. Shall we not much more readily be in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? For they indeed for a few days chastened us, as seemed best to them. But he for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. Hebrews 4, verse 13. And there is no creature hidden from his sight, but all things are naked and open to the eyes of him to whom we must give praise.
I don't like all I see in you now, because I am righteous. But I have you in hand. Sometimes I touch vulnerable areas of your life, and you want to wriggle free from my grasp, at least for a while. You feel the pressure is too great. No sooner have you shaken me off than you long to be in my arms again. You miss the comfort, strength, and peace of knowing my presence with you. Slowly, you learn to submit to me and my ways. At first you obey me begrudgingly, but later you rejoice in doing what I ask of you. There are still areas of your life that you consider to be your own. Either you've not submitted these to me, or you felt that I am not interested in your weakness and need. I haven't touched those parts you've not wanted me to touch. I have respected your free will and waited for your invitation. I am able to heal the delicate wounds inflicted by others in the past. My touch is not like their touch. Their touch has hurt you. My touch will heal you. Trust me. Every way in which I touch your life will be for your good. Even when I discipline you, it is always in love. You don't have to shield yourself from me. I don't withdraw from you, but continue to hold you until you relax and are ready to receive from me. Why be so tense, my child? Why keep from me what is mine? I love you, every part of you. I don't love an image of what you ought to be, but you, the person you really are, with all your faults and failings. I assure you of my love. Nothing is hidden from my sight. I wait until you allow me to touch those vulnerable areas of yourself from which you have excluded me.
Isaiah 50, verse 5. The Lord God has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious, nor did I turn away. Luke 22, verse 27. For who is greater, he who sits at the table, or he who serves? Is it not he who sits at the table? Yet I am among you as the one who serves. Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
Why do you imagine that my touch will hurt and wound you? I am gentle. I want to touch you with my tenderness. I care about you and deal lovingly with you. I don't work in your life by wounding you, making further healing necessary. I want to heal you through the revelation of my love. I enjoy tender moments with you. I want you to give yourself time to enjoy me. Please don't come rushing in and out of my presence in prayer without letting me speak lovingly to your heart. I encourage those I love. It's not my purpose to destroy you, but to build you up in faith. I came as one who served. I came to wash the feet of my disciples. Many of my children find it difficult to let me serve them by washing their feet. They must always serve me rather than me serve them. They fail to realize that unless they receive from me, they cannot give to others. Living in fellowship with me doesn't mean you have to strive to accomplish things all the time. My dear child, learn to be still and know that I am God. People imagine I break hard hearts through violent action, judgments and punishment. No. I break hard hearts by melting them with my love. So I keep loving and loving and loving, no matter what response is given me. Understand then, my child, there is never a moment in time when I don't love you. You are the apple of my eye. You are the one in whom I delight. I can never love any of my children with anything less than a perfect, unchanging love. I embrace you in love, in whatever way is right for you at that time. You are never out of my thoughts.
Lord, I give my life to you again and again and again, the whole of me. Romans 8, verses 14 to 15. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, these are sons of God. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. Ephesians 1, verses 7 to In him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace, which he made to abound toward us in all wisdom and prudence. Psalm 130, verse 7. O Israel, hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is abundant redemption.
My child, don't judge me by your human experience of a father. Your natural father was a man and failed in many ways. You were aware of his weaknesses as well as his strengths. Some people have suffered rejection at the hands of their human fathers because they were men who could not be trusted. They were unjust or unconcerned about their children. I never abuse my children. I am near to all who call on me. I am never distant. I comfort, strengthen, and heal them. So I am not to be compared with any other father. I am not a man. There are no weak, vulnerable areas in my life. There is never inadequacy in me or inability to meet a need. I love you with my everlasting love that will never fade. It will never be withdrawn from you. As your father, I watch over your development, and I am concerned to protect you from things that are dangerous and harmful to you. You haven't always heeded my warnings, so at times you've been hurt. But I have always been on hand to heal you and meet your need. Sometimes you've allowed me to do this. At other times you haven't. I never deal with you as you deserve, but only with compassion and grace. This is difficult for you to understand. I give and go on giving to you. I never come to the end of my giving. You often think to yourself, who am I that I should receive such love, that I should know the personal affection of my God? You are fearful that my love might suddenly be withdrawn, and then you would feel rejected. If you were to open yourself fully to me, and then I turned away, you would be devastated. But I would never treat you like that. I don't withdraw my love. I don't commit myself to you only for a set period of time. My commitment to you is unending, as a commitment of love must always be. Love cannot be real if it is suddenly withdrawn. I already know you, every part of you, and yet I love you. I see what you try to hide from me, so hiding is futile. I will not stop loving you because I uncover some unsavoury part of your character. My love for you is real. It doesn't depend on who you are, but who I am.